Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the last night's Racing League, proudly presented by Butt Kicker and Majors Garage. Now, here we are, season 4, and this is race number 8 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway here on Rice Motorsports TV. Well, I tell you, we're excited to have you out here join us for the race tonight, and well, they're going to have a beautiful night to race out there, folks. It is showing 81-degree air temperature, wind 7 miles an hour. Track temperature is 108 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, click that notification bell so you know every time we go live. And of course, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors and help thank them for their support. That would be Majors Garage and Butt Kicker. Don't forget to check out their links in the description. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. Before we head on down to the track, let's take a look at the standings here. Now, as far as the driver standings, we got Brendan Mathia. He's 8 points ahead of Charles Roberson there in second. Adam Elshire third. Fourth is Greg Moore. Gerald Space having a good season. He's in the top 5 this far into the season. Matthew Wilson is 6th. 7th is Sean McLaughlin. Jad Khalif 8th. 9th is Jason Monteville. And Brody Tostica rounds out your top 10. Of course, you look on down and see where your favorite driver is in the top 20 there. And then taking a look at the team standings. Now, this is interesting. Now, Obsidian Edge Racing, they only have 2 drivers. And, of course, the points are tabulated by the average finish of all the team drivers. So there's only 2 of them, and yet they're in the lead with 266.5 to 265.2. Team Shibota just got bumped by Obsidian Edge there, and Burnt Rubber Motorsports, they're in third with 257.2, and Full Throttle is at 114 flat. And so it's we still got a lot of racing to go, quite a ways to go actually, and it'll be interesting to see, how these point standings move throughout the season. And going back to those race stats there, now they're running the 75% fuel, and they've got, I believe it's 3 complete sets of tires set they start with, and 2 additional sets. They got the one green-white, I think it's one attempt that they have at a green-white checker. They have the one fast repair, and you know what? I've got 75 laps on there. I don't think that's 75 laps. I think it's more than that. We'll have to check that. We'll see that when the green flag drops, because we'll see that up in the upper left-hand corner. But I think it's 100 laps. It's supposed to be 100 laps tonight, I believe. And but yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Last Night's Truck League here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker, the future is feeling.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison.
Okay, folks, we are back in the last night's racing league and getting ready to go to qualifying. Clock is counted down to 0, and let's go ahead and go trackside here. And I think the server's getting ready to roll over any second now, and some of the guys will be coming out on track. Let's see who makes their way out first. Look, I see, I think Sean McLaughlin getting ready to make his way out. New Hampshire, very flat track, no banking whatsoever there to help him out. Making his way around now out of turns 3 and 4, getting ready to start his first timed lap here. Clock is running for McLaughlin. That's private qualifying, so all the drivers are out there at the same time, but you can only see one at a time. Got a little squirrely there coming off of 2. Here he comes around now to finish his first hot lap. Let's see what he gets here as he crosses the line. He will start 30.635, first time across the, and he just got bumped, and I think it was, let's see who bumped him there. It was Adam Aylshire with a 30.632. And he's already on his second lap. I think McLaughlin is ahead of him. Yes, he is. We'll see if he can pick up this time here and get that, because he was, for a brief moment there, he was on provisional pole. Here he comes to the line. Let's see if he improves his time. And unfortunately, it looks like he doesn't get is this 30, I guess he must have touched the wall somewhere. And Aylshire, he also only has the one hot lap that's official, the 30.670 there, and still on provisional pole. There's Greg Moore as he crosses the line. This would have been his second hot lap. Looked like he wasn't able to improve, though, so he remains third. There's Adam Bledsoe. No time yet for the number 42. And he's second fastest, 30.593. Charles Roberson, meanwhile, he looked like he just finished. He's fourth fastest with a 30.7 flat for Roberson there. Bledsoe, he's still coming around now. I think he's about to complete his second hot lap here. Let's see if he can get that pole position as he crosses the line. And unfortunately, he's unable to improve his time. That was a 31.044 for the 42 machine. And as they get ready to wrap up their, I think there may be a few more guys out there trying to wrap up, but as we wait for them to finish that up, we'll go ahead and pause here for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Okay, folks, time to go racing, and the trucks are starting to come out onto the track, and as they make their way out, we'll go ahead and get you the starting lineup here. And Adam Aylshire, he was able to hold on to that pole position. Alan Bledsoe starting second. Sean McLaughlin third. Brendan Mathia in the fourth position. Fifth is Charles Roberson. Sixth, Greg Moore. Gerald Space is in the seventh spot. Jad Khalif eighth. And Brett Wilvers rounds out the field in the ninth position. They're waiting for everybody to come out on track, and then they'll get going. I think Aylshire, he's your pole setter. He's not out on the track just yet. And it looks like once he gets out there, they'll be able to get going here. In fact, there's a couple other folks still waiting. They basically have a 2-minute countdown timer, so they don't have to, come out immediately when the session opened up. Boy, it looks like Team Savoda is a bit of a small field tonight, but boy, I tell you, Team Savoda, that'll be good for them. They're going to really gain some points tonight. All four of their drivers are there. Of course, Obsidian Edge Racing has both of its drivers there as well. So, and Adam Aylshire, he's starting on the pole, and teammate Jad Khalifa in the 8th position. And it'll be interesting to see where they end up. Alan Bledsoe, I think he might be new to the league. I don't remember seeing his name before. Brett Wilvers is relatively new. He's been around for a little bit. And so we'll see how these guys do. I don't know where Brendan Mathia, boy, he usually has maybe 3 or 4 other teammates out there, but it's just him tonight. So, and that, of course, that's not going to help their team points. But, he wants to be there to try to see if he can maintain that that lead in the standings. And looks like the pace car is rolling off here. Getting ready to go around for their parade lap. They should be going green this time around as they make their way down to turn 3. Now, I tell you, there'll probably be a lot of green flag running tonight with a smaller field. Far less chance of cautions here. Here they come out of 4. Pace car is in, waiting for that green flag. We've got a green, and we're racing here at New Hampshire. And Brett Wilvers is showing as retired. He didn't even start the race. Now, I wonder if he's working race control or something. That could be the case. In fact, I think he might be race control. And I'll have to check on that. But they're out and running. Boy, Aylshire already 0.8 of a second. Charles Roberson, look how far back he is. And look at this dash right here. These guys battling. There's Mathia and Sean McLaughlin in that 3rd position already. Now on lap 2, he's chasing teammate Charles Roberson in that 2nd position. Boy, they got some work to do to catch Roberson. He's blinking. He blinks from time to time, and hopefully his connection will hold out. Oh, he just blinked on us again. We're riding on board with him there. He's trying to see if he can catch Adam Aylshire. Aylshire, the gap he got a very good start. It was like 0.8 of a second, but it has really evaporated now down to just about 0.3 of a second. And but if Roberson's connection will hold on, he might even get the lead here before it's all said and done. There he's blinking again. Man, that is a lot. Sometimes the drivers will blink a lot when there's a lot of cars, but there's not too many out there on the track tonight, and he's still blinking like that. And boy, I sure hope his connection holds out. He's going for that lead. Aylshire is trying to fight him back. They're racing down the backstretch. Roberson's got a nose ahead. Let's see if he can hold on to it. We're going to stay locked on Hampshire here for a moment since Roberson's blinking a lot there. And they're battling, coming off of turn 4. Boy, they're neck and neck. It looks like, oh my goodness, Hampshire just did get him by a nose at the line. But then Roberson still moves ahead slightly. Desperately trying to get up there and get far enough ahead of Hampshire so that he can probably wants to move up into that high line. Blinking all the while. Hampshire really defending well on that high line there, getting a good drive. But finally, Charles Roberson is clear and on his way in the first position. Sean McLaughlin right there. He's starting to close in as well on the number 11. Now only 0.2 of a second behind Hampshire. Nice big wide track here, plenty of room to race, that's for sure. And he pulls right up to the bumper of the 11. And he dives down on the inside. Let's see if he can make the pass, and he's almost clear. Now when you dive down like that, you're still scrubbing off some speed. And thing is, can he get back up to speed in time to complete the pass? He's about half a truck length ahead of Hampshire. It looks like now he might have enough room now that he can do the slide job and move on up. And yes, he will into that second position. Sean McLaughlin, two teammates now running first and second, Roberson and McLaughlin. Further back in the fourth position, there's Alan Bledsoe running fourth, and Brendan Mathias behind him in the fifth spot. Then two more Team Chavoda teammates there. Greg Moore in the sixth position, and Gerald Space running seventh. Behind them is Jad Khalif. That's the league owner. He's also a teammate there for Adam Hampshire of Obsidian Edge Racing. They're running third and eighth at the moment. Jad trying to catch Gerald Space there for a position. And all of these guys will really gain some points over the rest of the folks in the league who didn't show up tonight. So you know everybody's really going to be gunning to try to get that the maximum points they can get this evening. Roberson, he continues to lead. He's opened up a 1.6 gap on McLaughlin. McLaughlin, he's comfortably ahead of Hampshire, just like 0.4, just about half a second ahead of the number 11 there as they race along. He's about 3/4 of a second ahead of Alan Bledsoe, but I think that gap, it's hanging around 0.7, 0.8, so it's roughly 3/4 of a second. He hasn't quite closed in yet. Well, he goes way down to the inside. He's off the pace there. Not sure what happened. Oh, my goodness. And he is really slow. Not sure what's going on. Trouble there for Alan Bledsoe. He got down to the inside very quickly on the front stretch. Looked like he's back up to speed now. Now, something might have happened. Because, you know, folks, now sometimes anything can happen. You know, we've had guys say sometimes, hey, I was racing along and my steering wheel clamps on the desk, you know, came loose and or something crazy like that. I even had a guy one time tell me his cat jumped up in his lap. So you never know what could have happened there. He might have had a problem with a stuck, you know, pedal or some actual physical problem with his hardware on his racing rig. And I tell you, you know, there's all sorts of things that can bite you, you know, in the virtual world, but still there are some real world mechanical problems that can pop up out of nowhere. Bledsoe looks like he's back up to speed though now. Mathia did get past him, and so now he's continuing along in that fifth position, trying to keep pace with the number one there, pretty much managing to do it okay. Greg Moore not too far behind, trying to close in on the 42. trying to get that top 5 position. And there goes Moore, and he's going to get by the 42 and pick up that first position. I mean, sorry, 5th position. Now, I saw somebody in the chat saying that Bledsoe actually bounced off the wall. I probably missed that. I didn't catch that. I looked down and I was looking at something. I looked back and I saw him slowing down. And he might. Let's look at his right front there. See if we can take a look at that right front. Let's find the camera for that one if we got it here. And oh yes, oh boy, yeah, boy, did he ever hit the wall? You got that right. He really scraped some paint there, folks. Absolutely, and that's what really killed his momentum. Boy, he's got Jad Khalif breathing down his back here too, folks. 22 will definitely be trying to make a move. Khalif, he's blinking a little bit himself. Trying to see if he can make a move on the 42 as they go into turns 3 and 4. Bledsoe trying to fight back on the high side. He's holding him off for the moment as they come down, starting lap 17 for those guys, and he will remain in the 6th position for now. As Hampshire once again tries to mount an attack. Meanwhile, it looks like, okay, that time looks like he's gotten past him. So it looks like Jad Khalif will move into that 6th position on lap 18 here. Charles Roberson up the front, 2.7 seconds to teammate Sean McLaughlin. You can see on the track map, though, they're running pretty good there. Even though there's a gap between the two of them, they're well ahead of the rest of the field. Adam Hampshire, he's still in that 3rd spot, but there's Brandon Mathia, and he's trying his best to catch the 11. Every position he can get. Taking that very low line. It is a little bit of a trade-off, you know, when if you run a little bit higher line, you can have more momentum. If you take the lower line, of course it's the shorter way around, but then you still scrub off a little more speed, and getting back up to speed, that's the trick to it right there. And now I've seen a guy who took a very extreme low line, and I mean he would dive almost down to the yellow line there, almost below it, and he actually made it work. He had it timed just right. Boy, Hampshire, he almost got it to the wall there. He might have, never know. Brendan Mathias trying to apply the pressure here. It looks like Hampshire did manage to stay off the wall that time. He went a little low himself there on the corner exit. And it looks like he's altering his line just a little bit, trying to cut off Matthias' line that he's been wanting to run to try to execute that pass. I haven't seen Brendan try to make the pass on the high side. And all the while he's doing that, here comes Greg Moore sneaking up behind, folks. He's drawing a bead on the number 1. The question is, will he be able to catch him there? Greg Moore, Brendan Mathia, there's Adam Hampshire. He's got a little bit of a gap now, some breathing room, just about half a second. Your leader, Roberson, he's almost 3.5 seconds ahead of McLaughlin, so they're rolling right along up the front there. Hampshire continuing to have a little bit of breathing room. That's not his teammate 2 trucks back, but Greg Moore is probably giving him a little bit of relief, as now Matthias has to deal with the 10 truck as he tries to close in. We're just about a quarter of the way through the race. There's your leader, Charles Roberson, making his way off of turn 4, continuing to blink, and as he crosses the line, we're at lap 25, officially a quarter of the way through this 100-lap event. And boy, I tell you, that blinking, boy, I tell you. We'll just jump on here with Sean McLaughlin. Good to see Sean having a good run here tonight. Let's see what kind of speeds they're getting. Here we're going down the backstretch, hitting about 144 on that backstretch. Let's see what he gets on the front stretch here. 145 there briefly. Good effort there by Sean McLaughlin. And the positions, they change for just a fraction of a second as Charles Roberson continues to blink in and out. And boy, it's going to be a long race there for the 94 truck. Aylshire, he's about 6/10 now ahead of Matthias. Matthias, he's got some breathing room himself from Greg Moore. Greg Moore was putting on the pressure, but now he's now starting to fall back just a little bit. Jad Khalif running in that 6th position. Adam Bledsoe running 7th. Excuse me. We got one guy on pit road. That's Gerald Space. Oh, and he looked like he stopped, and he jumped to the pits. I wonder why he did that. And I didn't even see. He just entered pit lane, and I don't see anything where he had a problem. Let's go and let's see. I'm let's run it back and watch him enter pit road. And there he is coming around. It's like he's just abruptly coming to a stop and pulling over. So hope everything's okay with Gerald, because it almost seems like he just stopped immediately. And let's take it back live here. He just had to pull over quickly and get going. There's teammate Sean McLaughlin in the 2nd spot, and it looks like Gerald Space had to. He retired. He put him behind the wall, so he is done. And like I said, hope everything is okay with Gerald there. He had to leave. It looks like he had to leave immediately there. Alan Bledsoe on pit road, coming down to his pit box. He uses his faster pair to get that truck back in shape, tires and fuel for the number 42. Of course, he'll lose a lap in the process, and now he'll good chance he'll get back on the lead lap as the leaders start to cycle through now. On his way back out. No other drivers have come in yet. Roberson, he's still in the lead there. Now just about 5.5 seconds. We're 31 laps in. I tell you, folks, if he, man, I tell you, he's riding on some luck here tonight, folks. I've never seen him blink that much, and that can't be good. It's going to be a long race for him, having to do that through the entire race. Teammate Sean McLaughlin having a very good run here tonight, and strong 2nd place. He's like 4 3/4 seconds ahead of Adam Aylshire, who was your pole sitter, and he's back to having to defend his position against Brendan Matthias. But then Greg Moore is starting to try to get up there a little closer to those guys. And there's Matthias now. He's going to get on past the 11. He'll move into the third position. How about Greg Moore? He's also trying to move in. I wonder if Hampshire, I wonder if his tires are starting to go away. Yeah, on lap 33, Alan Bledsoe, the only driver who is pitted who is still in the race. Gerald Space, he pitted suddenly and put it behind the wall. It looks like someone else is getting ready to come in. Adam Hampshire is coming in, and also teammate Jad Khalif making his way down. Let's look at Hampshire. Yeah, he did get into the wall there, made some contact for sure. We'll see if he uses his faster pair. I'm guessing he probably will. They're not really to the halfway point yet, and no, it looked like he's going to hold on to it. It may be tires he needs more than a repair on the truck. Definitely hold that onto that one faster pair in case he needs it near the end of the race. And comes out of pit road there. Looks like he'll cycle out into the fifth position. Jad Khalif, teammate, on his way back out, running seventh. Fresh tires now on Roberson. Still hasn't pitted. The top four, Roberson, McLaughlin, Matthias, and Moore, have still yet to pit. His teammate Adam Hampshire right in front of him. Hampshire, he'll be getting that position back now. Well, he's in the process of getting ready to try to unlap himself. And if the lead lead trucks stay out a few more laps, he'll just basically unlap himself on track until they finally come into pit. And boy, I tell you, Roberson has a huge lead, 7.7 seconds. Look on the track map. You can see him crossing the start-finish line. And second place, McLaughlin just coming out of turn 4. And all the rest of the trucks, Hampshire himself coming out of turn 4 now. The start lap 38. And it's amazing that in Roberson, I mean, he is pressing on, blinking or no blinking. He is continuing to grow that gap. Now 8.5 seconds ahead of McLaughlin. And boy, the pace, you know, we've always said it plenty of times. Sometimes a guy will get to a track and he just likes that track, and the setup's working good for him. And I mean, it's just like he's on rails. And so just making a very good progress there. And if he continues to pull away and would, you know, have the pace that he has, hey, why pit? You know, and because he's getting very close to the halfway point. And it's interesting, the rest of the field pitted as early as they did. Let's go back here. There's Matthias back in the third position. They're all still cruising along, but, you know, when they do pit, it'll actually be, they're not going to lose a lap. The guys that are behind them are starting to get, they're starting to pull away so much. Hampshire, he's running 5th, and he'll have to kind of hope that he can get his lap back, because he would, because but Roberson will be so far ahead right now, that'll eat up a lot of his pit stop delta, and that's the entire time that he's on pit road. So he won't have to worry about actually losing a lap, and then he'll come out on the same. He won't have to worry about having to make up that lap and still have far fresher tires than the trucks that stayed out. So him and McLaughlin and Matthias, they're putting themselves in a very good pit window here. McLaughlin in that second spot. He's got Khalif and Bledsoe directly behind him. So that's a very good gap there. He's only 9 seconds back from the leader. Matthias, he's 14 seconds back. And these guys, boy, they continue to motor along. There's your pole sitter, Adam Aylshire. He's running in the fifth position. Teammate there right behind him, Jad Khalif. Now, they both pitted on lap 33, and they're moving past Sean McLaughlin. Now, see, now it's going to get kind of dangerous here because McLaughlin, when he pits now, these guys, they're a lap down, yes, but when he pits, they may have actually had a time to get around the track. They may actually catch him, so you never know. Roberson, he continues to try to extend that lead, now up to 10.3 seconds. Sean McLaughlin is, like I said, I'm sorry, make that 10.5 seconds. He's behind Charles Roberson. And he's just about 5 seconds ahead of Brandon Matthias. And Roberson finally comes down pit road. If we can stay with him, he's blinking quite a bit there, making his way down pit road. And that will hand the lead off to teammate Sean McLaughlin. And by Roberson pitting, and Aylshire Khalif, they unlapped themselves there. You see they're running fifth and sixth. And now they're just getting ready to come out of they're out of turn 4. Roberson, he's on his way out, and see, he's not going to lose a lap in the process, but they just might catch him here. 4, 3, 2. They're coming right up behind him quickly. And there they are, and he's going to be able to get out. And like I said, he had such a gap. That absorbed a lot of his pit stop delta, and he'll be able to get out and continue where he left off. He's in the 4th position, but the top 3 still have to pit, and that'd be Sean McLaughlin and Brendan Matthias a little further back, just about 4.5 seconds back. Greg Moore is in the 3rd position, and those top 3 still have to pit. So now it'll be interesting to see how far that they now. Let's see. There's McLaughlin. He's in the 1st position. Roberson's in 4th, but he's got those fresh tires, and he's about 3/4 of a lap behind McLaughlin. Bledsoe is getting ready to unlap himself here. Bledsoe, he pitted on lap 28. He actually pitted a little earlier. He was the earliest one to pit. So he's ahead of your leader right now. And McLaughlin just runs back up there and puts him a lap down again. It was on the verge of going down a lap again. Right on the tail end of that lead lap. McLaughlin, Matthias, and Moore right now showing no signs of pitting. There those two are, Matthias and Greg Moore. Oh, did I just see Greg? Did he just bounce off the wall there? And we're just about to hit the halfway mark here. Sean McLaughlin, he's already crossed the line, start lap 50, halfway through this 100-lap event. His teammate Roberson now crossing the line. He's half a lap behind McLaughlin. But that gap from McLaughlin to Matthias, It was coming down a little bit. Now it's now Matthias, he's pitting. He's had enough, so he's coming here in on lap 51 here. And boy, Sean McLaughlin is really going long distance here. He must like this track as well, because I mean he is really staying out there for quite some time now. It's really interesting to see him stay out that far, that long. He's got the 42 right there in front of him, trying desperately to stay on the lead lap. That's Alan Bledsoe. Got the leader right behind him, and he's doing an actually pretty good job to keep McLaughlin behind him. And it's something that, because McLaughlin's tires are a heck of a lot older than Bledsoe. They're almost 30 laps older. I mean, younger. Bledsoe's tires are 30 laps younger, a little over 30 laps younger, actually. And Sean McLaughlin continues to stay out. Going down the backstretch, boy, that is something. Adam Aylshire, they're running, Aylshire and Khalif, they're running 4th and 5th. They're just going in the middle of turns 1 and 2 as McLaughlin crosses the line. So he's a little over half a lap ahead of them. Roberson's in the 3rd position, and he is starting to, he was about half a lap behind his teammate there, but now it's less than half a lap. So McLaughlin, he might want to be careful here. If he doesn't pit before too long, he's going to lose the advantage, and he might end up getting lapped by his teammate if he doesn't come in soon. And there he comes, folks, making his way down pit road. And that puts Greg Moore into the lead. He has yet to pit. Roberson will cycle up to the 2nd position. McLaughlin still on pit road. Adam Aylshire, he's in the 4th spot, and they just went past McLaughlin, so now he's falling down the order here. But the way as far as he went, they may be banking on the idea that, okay, maybe he can get out of here, and boy, Matthias might get him as he comes out of pit road. There's Matthias right there. He had already pitted a lap sooner, and he will get the number 28 as they go down the backstretch. McLaughlin, his tires will be about 1 lap fresher there. Pitting on lap, I'll take that back. McLaughlin, his tires are 4 laps fresher. He pitted on lap 54. Matthias pitted on lap 50. So now everybody cycled around back to the lead lap here. Greg Moore still he's the only driver who has yet to come in. He's still on his original set of tires as he starts lap 58. And let's see, where's Charles Roberson? He's in the 2nd position. Oh, he's not that far behind Greg Moore. Now they're teammates, but it's almost safe to say that Moore might lose a lap when he finally comes in. Roberson's only 2 seconds behind, and but that gap is coming down very quickly, and here he comes down pit road. Greg Moore coming in, and there's teammate Roberson will shoot on by back into the lead as Moore makes his way down pit road. Adam Aylshire, he's in the middle of 3 and 4 there. He should inherit 2nd place as Moore has now just getting to his pit box. Oops, I was trying to jump on Moore there. tires and fuel for the number 10, 15.1 second stop. And so now he's in the 7th position, but he is 1 lap down. And that's what I always say when I see somebody pit. I see the leader pit, and then you stay out that far, you really run the risk of, even though you have a huge gap, you still run the risk of you're once again going a lap down. And the simple fact that Roberson went so far on his first run, I mean, he didn't pit till lap 44, and so basically he probably can go the rest of the race now, especially with the pace that he has. He already has a 17-second gap on Adam Aylshire, who's running in second, but he's basically half a lap behind the leader, and he pitted on lap 33. You're almost thinking that he'll probably pit again, him and Khalif, if they can't run the type of distance that Roberson did. But they may end up a lap down again. Now on lap 62 of 100, Charles Roberson. Now the Team Savota, they got split up here. Roberson, he's running first, but now you've got and this is probably one of the reasons right now anyway. This is why they're leading the team championship. Adam Aylshire and Jad Khalif running second and third. Now whether it'll stay that way or not remains to be seen. But both those guys are, and here they are. This may be by design here. Both guys coming in on pit road once again, and it looks like they may be deciding they're just going to stick together throughout this entire race. And the way the things are cycling around here, they may be able to cycle back up to a higher position here as McLaughlin once again moves back into his spot, second place, where he was for a very long time. And they're going to come around, and most of the Aylshire and Khalif are making their way out of the pits, but I think McLaughlin's going to get them. Roberson's already got them. They're a lap down. It's just Roberson, McLaughlin, and Mathia, the only three on the lead lap. I mean, those top three, they are really, they can easily, Bledsoe's on pit road. He's already 1 lap down, so that's not good for the 42. He's going to lose another lap. Right side's going on, left side's getting ready to go on, but the leader's just coming out down the front stretch, so he's going to lose another lap in the process. And the leader just going to by now as Bledsoe makes his way out, now 2 laps down in the 7th position. So that will help Aylshire and Khalif. They're now running their 5th and 6th position. Roberson, now that's Greg Moore just going by. Moore tires are probably a little fresher, so Roberson and their teammates anyway, so he probably wasn't going to fight him too much and just let him get on by so he can get on down the road. Greg Moore in that 4th position. It's 1, 2, and 4 for Team Savota at the moment. Unfortunately, their 4th member, Gerald Space, he parked it and left suddenly, and I hope everything's all right with him. Brendan Mathia running in that 3rd position. Now he's been keeping, as far as the length of the tire run there, he's been hanging in there with Roberson and McLaughlin. But right now he's 21 seconds behind the leader. It'll be very difficult. In fact, he's just going into turn 1, and the leader's coming out at turn 4. The pace that Roberson has is very hard for anyone to overcome that tonight. And there's McLaughlin. And let's see, that's not a battle for position because Hampshire and Khalif, they're still a lap down. And McLaughlin, he pitted on lap 54, and Hampshire and Jack Khalif, they pitted on lap 62. So the tires are 8 laps fresher than the 28 here. But we've got 30 laps to go now. And by him pitting on lap 54, so that's 46 laps, so he definitely should be able to make it to the finish, being as he, well, take that back. Because he only pitted one time. 54, he went 54 laps, so he definitely should make it to the finish. That's interesting because Roberson only made it, he went 44 laps before he pitted. So if you were to look at those numbers, you know, unless he decides, I mean, he'd really have to stretch that out. I mean, it'd be well over 60 laps that Roberson has to go on that set of tires. Who knows? McLaughlin might be in the catbird seat here. And Brendan Mathia, he pitted a little earlier than McLaughlin, so no advantage there. He's running in that third position. Now make that 19 seconds behind the leader. Roughly 5 seconds or 4 seconds behind McLaughlin in the second spot. Greg Moore, he is basically on the sort of the tail end of the lead lap, running in that fourth position. Him and the leader are right on the front stretch there. He goes in turn one. His teammate about to go into turn one as we speak. Bledsoe, he's still rolling along, but he did lose another lap there. So he's kind of he can't do any worse than seventh because Gerald Space, he retired. So he can at this point look forward to at the very least to the seventh place points there. Roberson continued, and boy, he just continues to keep blinking. The gap is 14 seconds ahead of Sean McLaughlin. Everybody's kind of spread out now because and there's no real battles going on. The closest guys on track are fourth place Greg Moore, but he's got seventh place Alan Bledsoe in front of him, 1.5 seconds ahead, but that's not for position. So Greg Moore continues to race along. Now 25 laps remaining. And as they race along, we're going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back. Yeah, you're watching the Last Night's Racing League, proudly presented by Butt Kicker and Majors Garage here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker, the future is feeling.
Okay, folks, we are back here with last night's Racing League here. 23 laps to go. Charles Roberson continues to lead. A gap now just under 14 seconds, 13.8 between him and second place teammate there, Sean McLaughlin. having an excellent race. And he's just 5 seconds ahead of third place Brendan Mathia. That gap is actually growing just a little bit. Greg Moore, he's in the 4th spot. He's the last truck on the lead lap, running 4th. And he's about, I'd say about 7 seconds behind Mathia. So right now it's shaping up to be a pretty good race here for Team Shavoda. They had just lost the lead in the team championship to Obsidian Edge Racing. And they're running 5th and 6th, Adam Aylshire there and Jad Khalif. But based on the performance of the 3 remaining drivers for Team Shavoda, that they're probably going to bounce right back up to the lead in the team championship after tonight's results, if they finish this way here. And I'm interested to see whether or not is Roberson, can he stretch it another 20 laps to get to the end. That gap once again is over 14 seconds. It had gotten to like 13.8 or so. Now it's 14 and a half. So he's really stretching it out now. He might have actually been conserving a little bit, even though he went very long on the first stint. It wasn't as far as McLaughlin, but he might have just decided he knew he could go further and just go ahead and just stop now. Going back to Greg Moore, he's in the 4th position. He's about 9, say maybe 10 seconds behind Brendan Mathia. Mathia, he's, I would say, comfortably in that 3rd spot, you know. Greg Moore would have a lot to do to catch the number 1 at this point here. And same deal for Mathia catching Sean McLaughlin. Now the gap is almost 7 seconds from McLaughlin. I take that back. It's, let's say, 6 or so. And from McLaughlin back to Mathia. Sean McLaughlin having a very good race here tonight. I think a lot of these drivers, they are downshifting in the turns here. That'll help them with their acceleration off the corner. Actually, a little bit of, I guess you could argue, a little bit of engine braking as well to help them get settled down into that turn. As he manages to keep it nice and smooth as he races along. Now 16 laps remaining. Adam Aylshire, he's not too far ahead. Jad Khalif right there. If you look rearward there, that's Sean McLaughlin right behind Khalif. Now Khalif, he pitted on lap 62. McLaughlin on 54, so both him and Aylshire do have a tire advantage as far as tire life. They should have more zip in their tires. But that wouldn't be a battle for position anyway, because they're already 1 lap down. Now 14 laps to go. Roberson, he's maintaining a good gap there for sure. He's maintaining that lead. I mean, it's staying now. It just about, just over 15 seconds now from him to McLaughlin. So he has really been controlling the pace of this race. Definitely has things well under his control. And like I said before, even if he doesn't go all the way to the end, even if he feels that he really has to come in pit, he could very well come in and pit and come out maybe a couple of seconds ahead of his teammate, Sean McLaughlin, who, based on his first run, he did go just about a little over halfway. So it would stand to reason that he could go the other 50% of the race or slightly less than that. No, the number of laps that are left, it would have been 44 laps or 46 laps, I believe. And, oh boy, bad news there for Obsidian Edge Racing. Adam Aylshire has retired. He's put his truck behind the wall. So now it's just Jad Khalif. He's the only driver out there for, I wonder what happened. Let's go back and look at the replay when Jad passed him there. And now he's, I don't even see Adam Aylshire on track at all unless he already pitted. Let's go back a previous lap, see if we can see. Actually, to tell you the truth, they were at the time, I think they were, yeah, they were too far apart to really see either one of them. And, but I think any moment now, I don't know if Aylshire came in the pit, or might it? I wonder if it was connection. Did he blink away? Let's follow this for one more lap here and see. I went back a couple of laps just to see if I could catch what happened to Adam Aylshire there. We're looking at a replay here. Roberson continues to lead, still blinking. And yeah, I don't, that's a little bit of a mystery. So far, he's still cranking out and there it is right there, folks. Wow. I think he just lost his connection. He was just zooming along, and next thing you know, he wasn't there anymore. Man, and that could have been anything. It could have been power went out or just something funky happened with his internet. Let's take it back live here. And yeah, so yeah, three retirements. You know what? I just saw out for Roberson for just a brief moment. Boy, I tell you, his internet connection is just hanging on by a thread. Look at that, folks. Is he gone? No, he's back. Man, 8 laps to go, and he's obviously going to hang in there, try to get the win if his internet's going to hold out. And I think it's still showing him there. Wow. Sean McLaughlin is in the second position, and the gap is 16 seconds now, just about 17 seconds. Roberson, like, please just give me about maybe 6 or 7 more laps here. Sean McLaughlin, very good position there. He's managing to keep 4 seconds between him and Brendan Mathia. We make to say that 4.2 seconds. Mathia's trying to close in, but boy, there's 6 laps to go, and the leader is well, he got a little squirrely. I was looking up at the track map. Did he get a little squirrely there coming off of 4? The gap is now 4.7. And there's Roberson coming down pit road. Remember I was saying he might be able to. The gap is 17 seconds, but you know what? He's not going to be able to hold on to the lead, folks. He's coming down pit road. As he makes his way down to his pit box, here comes his teammate, Sean McLaughlin, with 5 laps to go. And he went, I want to say it was 54 laps on his first tire run. He went 54 laps. So he'd only have to do 46 now to get to the finish. And he went that far on fuel and tires. and he definitely hasn't been pushing the same pace as his teammate Roberson. Roberson looks like he's off of pit road now. He's up and running again, but he's now down to the third position. He's 9 seconds behind his teammate Sean McLaughlin, and I tell you, his internet is just hanging on by a thread. You can see him now starting to bounce up and down in the order there a little bit. Sean McLaughlin, 4 laps to go. Brendan Mathia, he's 4.5 seconds back. McLaughlin, knock on wood, his connection has been rock solid all race long. He needs to hold on for what now would be 3 more laps. Gap to Mathia now 4.4 seconds. No one behind him. Clean track in front of him. That's Jad Khalif in front of him. He's about 3 3/4 seconds down the road, though. McLaughlin just has to hold it together. He's coming to the penultimate lap here. He'll get the white flag next time around. Oh boy, I know his mom is jumping up and down right now. Hold on, Barbara, stay calm. McLaughlin making his way down the backstretch. Making his way through turns 3 and 4. As he comes out of 4, he will be bringing it to the white flag. White flag in the air now for the 28 of Sean McLaughlin. One more circuit around the track and victory will be his. Mathia now 3.9 seconds in the second position there. Roberson, he's still hanging on, blinking as always, but still in that third spot. But making his way through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag is in the air, and it's going to be in the air for Sean McLaughlin, who's going to be your winner here tonight at New Hampshire. Sean McLaughlin, your winner. And boy, I know he is a happy camper there, folks. It looks like Roberson held on, and his connection held on to finish third with Mathia in the second position. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys in the victory lane here. We'll bring Charles up and get Sean. Whoops, I think Sean did he already move up? There he is there. Move him on up to victory lane. And let's go get Brendan and bring him up. Second place finisher. And McLaughlin doing a celebratory burn out there. And let's head on down to victory lane with these guys here. Okay, folks, we're in victory lane with your top 3. That would be Sean McLaughlin, Brendan Mathia, and Charles Roberson. Hey, Sean, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Tony.
Hey, man, I know your mom's jumping up and down. Congratulations on that win, man.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I was able to take advantage of Charles's misfortune. That was Charles's race to lose. So, but you take him however you can get him, right?
I'll tell you, man, but man, he had such all the top 3 there. Man, you guys are really had that really long first run, and Charles, like, he had such a gap building, such a strong pace, and but were you kind of trying to pace yourself or try to stick with him there a little bit?
Yeah, I knew that I didn't have anything for Charles, so I wasn't even trying to keep up with him, and I was just gonna try to make it a one-stop race and hope it went green the whole way, and it worked out.
Absolutely, man. Well, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, well, obviously Mom,
Yep.
and Jad, and Major's Garage and Butt Kicker for sponsoring the league, and I guess that's it.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations again, and go give Mom a hug. I know she's ready to give you one, and say, way to go, Sean, and congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah. Hey, Brendan, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, man, I tell you, it's tough when you have a small field like that. You know there's probably not going to be any cautions. Everybody's just going to be hammering down, but, man, you really hung in there with Team Savota there and putting in some really long runs. And how was the race for you tonight?
It was good. It was the plan to do one stop as soon as I knew I could get to lap 50. And then I knew as soon as Roberson pitted, he was a little early, and I knew the battle between me and Sean was probably going to be for the win there. I didn't expect him to come out side by side with me, but yeah, I couldn't keep up with him. He was way faster than me. I thought if I could save better, maybe I could catch him at the end, and I think I was starting to, but by that point, it was too late, and he might have been letting off because he knew he had it. So,
was it a thing where you're trying to save fuel or save tires or both?
Save tires.
Tires, okay.
Tires. I was good on fuel. I was about 10 laps to the good. So
10-4, man. I tell you what, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just all my teammates, Matt, Alan, Brody, and then our owner, Jesse. Yeah, my dad for watching, you for broadcasting this.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations again on that second place finish, and that'll help keep you up in those in the championship lead, I would think. And we'll see how the points. Yeah, see how the points shake out, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome, thank you.
And hey, Charles, you got a copy? I heard a microphone there. Mic check. Is he in here? Or did he leave? Maybe he did leave. Where is he? Okay. Oh, you know what? I wonder if he lost his connection. Because, he was blinking and blinking and blinking. He wasn't here, folks. I think he lost his connection. So I'm going to head on back up to the I'll see you later, Sean, and because I'm going to head on back up, get out of this booth here and stuff. But, yeah, now apparently I think Charles Roberson, his connection hung on just long enough to last till the end of the race. How about that? But let's go ahead and bring up the final results here. And we've got Adam Elshire, your winner. I'm sorry, that's qualifying. My bad. Let's look at the race results here. That's what we want. And Sean McLaughlin, your winner. Brendan Mathias, second. Charles Roberson, that third position. Fourth, Greg Moore. Jad Cleef's fifth. Alan Bledsoe, sixth position, benefiting from Adam Elshire losing his connection apparently. And Gerald Space, eighth. And Brett Wilvers, he might be race control. I'm not sure. But he's scored as being in the ninth position there. But I tell you, man, it's been a great race, and as always, thank you for joining us here at Rice Motorsports TV. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you'll know each time we go live. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.